Welcome everybody, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina and I am Cat and Moon Budgets. I got my little totem here and my little kitty that I got at Festival grocery store, by the way. So today I want to show you guys my new budget binder setup that I did. I did not like the little smaller one because it just was too bulky in my purse and I really wasn't using it like I wanted to. So I'm going to turn my mini one into like a ledger and just buy the insert paper and use like the bullet journal paper for my ledger and just kind of draw my own. Because this does fit in my purse nicely. It's something I can use to track right away and just write down what I spent, how much, and like what category really quickly, so that way I'm not always like having to remember to do my receipts and I can just pull this out and it's right included. So this is my new big budget binder, and then after we go through that, we'll go over my spending to catch up for January, because I've been slacking on videos and so I haven't posted it yet, so this one will post first. But I'm gonna start doing bonus videos on Friday. So this video you're right now, I'm recording it on Monday, it will post on Wednesday, and then the one that I have done already will post on Friday, just so I can catch back up. So that's what Fridays will be for. And I made this, I already had the discs from when I did my classic size, and I just added it back in. And then this is just scrapbook paper and Scotch document protector, so it's like thicker. And then I just hole punched the sides. So I really love this paper though, it felt really fancy. And I was like, ooh, perfect. And then this is vellum that I found at Hobby Lobby and washi tape. I got the moon one, and then they had different ones, but I really loved the look of this, and I just put it in that same Scotch thick. Like, this is close to the 10 mil covers that Happy Planner does use. And so this first tab is like my financial goals for the year, my financial review of like my savings balance, debt balance, retirement balance, and my net worth, and then my spending overview for all the categories. And I also included my credit score, just so I can kind of keep track of it. And then this tab is my, I don't have it labeled yet, but this is like my inventory. So this is where when I buy things, I have them listed by room. So like when I buy new toilet paper, I can put how much I bought and how much it was. That way it helps me when I have to replace it and to know how much I'm going through, so I can plan ahead better for the next time. And same with like kitchen products and cleaning products. I haven't filled them out yet from the classic size. And then I have my 30%, what is it called? My credit cards to 30%, and I do have this chart listed in my Etsy shop for you guys because I really loved it, and I hadn't seen people doing like 30% utilization, that's what I was looking for, charts to like track it. And I saw Budget Me Alex getting her cards down to 30%, and I really love that idea because for me, looking at the whole picture is overwhelming. So getting to this one goal to help my credit score is having your utilization at 30%. So this is one goal I can definitely look, like 325 is a lot better than 430, and I have little milestones of what to get to, so it makes it more attainable and easier for me to reach. So I have that for my silver card and then my Capital One card, and I still have my PayPal one, which I'm not super worried about yet. And then I have my gnomes. So this is my favorite part, is I got themed gnomes for every month. So January get like the wintry ones, and then I have my budget bundle, which is also on my Etsy shop, and I'll link that for you guys in the description as well. So I have the fun month calendars, and I designed it so like there's these flags down here, and then there's like a firework up here in the top that's faded, so you can't really see it on camera. It doesn't really go very well, but. And then I have like my paycheck budget sheets, which I did complete them ahead of time, so that way I'm up to date on the videos and stuff. So I have one for every amount of money I received as income, like DoorDash and my job, Zeal. My DoorDash one is right here, and like what I spent it on. And the same for the 20th And so I started lumping them together now that I'm caught up, and I just put it in budgeted and fill it out, and then I'll fill out the actual in a different color. I think that really helps. And then my expense tracker, which we'll go over in a minute. And so I just want to show you my different gnomes and their themes. I picked as many as I could. So we have the February ones. We have the St. Patty's Day ones. Easter is usually in April, so that's why I did Easter for April theme. May didn't have any gnomes, so I tried to pick like flowery type thing, and I really like this darker flower. And then for June, I cut these a little bit bigger because I forgot like 8.5 by 11. I had to cut it down a little bit to make the laminated version 8.5 by 11, but I still like it until I decide I want something else. So this is my June bees for summer, and it also has like a crab and a seagull. We got gnomies for July. They didn't have gnomes for August, so I tried to pick a back to school theme. That's when people do back to school shopping. I got fall gnomes. They didn't have any Halloween ones, which I thought would be super cute. So I got pumpkins, thankful for November, and then they did have Christmas gnomes. So this one was red and green, so I thought that fit Christmas really good. So that's my new binder, and I will like add things as I go and as I need to. I need to put in my sinking funds tracker sheet. This is the classic version, so I'll printed out landscape for my big version, I think, so that way I can add a little more columns to it. But I designed that one as well. So yeah, I just really like the layout of this one a lot better, and it just felt more fun than the classic one, and it's bigger, and I can add like savings challenge tab if I want to and stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna flip this over so it's not so distracting. Okay, so I don't know when my last expense sheet was for you guys. So I don't know when I did the last one, so I'm just going to start at the beginning of the month because I don't think I've done one this month. I tried to look at my videos and I couldn't see it. So December 31st, I was at work and I was working extra that day, I think. So I ended up getting subs after work. Oh no, I was really hungry and really wanted Jimmy John's, so I bought Jimmy John's on the way home from work that day for me and my boyfriend. Then we had Canva come out on the 13th or the 31st for That's How I Do like all my Etsy stuff and my budget binder stuff, as I design my own stuff in Etsy or in Canva. I transferred $30 for the water bill because I just got that bill this morning, so I knew it was coming. Transferred money to our family wizard. Advia had a dividend to enter, so that was $1.29. We got T-Bell for dinner. I feel like I've said all this already, so I'm going to whiz through it. For $19, Amazon Prime was $7. And I do that for the TV part mostly now, so I'm going to keep that because they have really good movies on there sometimes. Then I got a soda at work, which I'm happy to say I had gone all day Saturday without one. I had this one. It's a Mountain Dew Real Sugar yesterday, and then I had a Diet Pepsi because that's in line with the Weight Watchers program that I got a free trial for. So I'm trying that out, and then I'm just trying to get the pop out of the house really, but not like overdo it. So that's the only pop I'm going to have today, and I actually feel a lot better not drinking as much, so I'm hoping to eliminate that canteen purchase altogether. Then I had DoorDash income come in for $33.25, then Instacart, Etsy, and then a gift from Venmo. Didn't say who it was from, but it just said Christmas gift. So 1/4, we went to Walmart and I got storage, school, and personal. So I listed that as like impulse, even though I did have some school supply money. So I just put that all in, added as much school supply money as I could, but I just listed all the others in impulse because that's what it was. Walgreens, I got my medication for my ADD. Then I had something off of Etsy that was a listing, and then a purchase from a shop. I think it was Budget Me Alex. I bought her credit card trackers. I filled up gas for $10.71, and then I paid the debt. I paid off a big chunk towards my Capital Quicksilver for the Christmas purchases I made, and so I knew kind of how much that was going to be. Sorry, my bookends are in the way, so we're going to knock those over. And then, so I reimbursed my ex-husband for Lancets because I bought him, he reimbursed me because I had Lancets that I bought for Jackson. And then that's the purchase I used for it. My paycheck came in from my job. That was my last really big one, I think. And I deposited $89 cash for car maintenance because I did not deposit it all. And then I just transferred $100 to my car maintenance online. And then I transferred rent and water and then our family wizard again because I just want to make sure I'm ahead of that one. And so I just went the whole thing and I like literally just highlighted it after that. And then I transferred some over for Christmas, trying to get a head start. And then I took out $4.58 cash for my cash envelopes, which that stuffing is already up. And then on the 5th, we went to Walmart and I needed toilet paper in bags because I bought the wrong toilet paper. I bought 1-ply, not 2-ply. And I can't do 1-ply. I refuse. Apple Music came out. That one, I really miss having the music that I like all the time and then finding new music, so it's just kind of tailored to my personality and I like playing that instead. And then I had my Zeal check come in on the 6th, and then I paid my internet bill, and then I paid double payments towards my credit cards, which I'm really glad I did, and I'll tell you that in a minute. So I paid $80 to Indigo, $60 to Capital One, and then $60 to PayPal. I had a processing fee for my ticket that I did not count for because I tracked that as I paid it last month. I actually paid it this month, but I forgot the $5.51 processing fee. I transferred a little bit more towards rent because I had the extra money, so I figured that would be smart. And then I had my DoorDash income from that really high week. I paid for Apple storage on the 11th. This art tower was kind of an impulse, so I tracked it as kids and not impulse, but the kids really were asking me for a 10-drawer art tower. And so I got them one. It's the same one they have at their dad's house, and I really like it. I do not regret buying that at all. Then I paid off my Genesis card with the little bit of my bonus money I had left, and I'm really glad I did, and I will tell you again in a little bit why. Then I had a check deposited, took out the $172 from DoorDash for cash withdrawal, which that one will be going up on Friday. The 12th, I bought paper from Hobby Lobby. That was an impulse to do my binder with. And then this is where things really started getting sketchy. So on the 12th, I actually think it was the 11th, I had gone down to the school to try and use my financial aid to pay for books, and they told me I only had $65 left. So I was like, shit. Talking mushrooms. What am I going to do? And so I had to figure out how to pay for $865 worth of books, but only had a $65 credit to my thing. So then that panicked. Well, then I get home and my vacuum does not want to work. None of the outlets were working. So like I went through and I reset the outlets. My vacuum still wasn't working on 3 different outlets. And I knew they were ones that worked because other stuff was working. So I had to say goodbye to that vacuum, and I got this one and I put from bonus for where it came from for the category. And this was the cheapest one that Walmart had that was decent for what I needed it for. So it's a cordless one, and it has 3 different suction speeds, which I really like. And it picked up so much more than my old vacuum did. Because right before my vacuum died, I had vacuumed and nothing really came out. Even on I tried 2 different carpet settings. So I'm really glad I did that, and it was worth it. But that was an oopsie. And then Jimmy John's from lunch came out from when I did a double at work. And then I had to pay Matt $40 because I forgot about Jackson's bowling shoes and something else that I owed him for reimbursement because that's our deal. I was off balance by $4.78 for my checking account, and that bothered me and I couldn't figure out where. So I just adjusted it. And then Target for $19, I got kitchen storage and I bought the wrong thing, so I have to return it today. It was like a pots and pan organizer, and it's supposed to be the lid organizer so I can organize my food storage a lot better. And then I had a couple other purchases I haven't tracked yet that I will put on there for next time. So I'll make a note to leave off on the 12th right here. So now, why am I glad that I paid off my credit card? Because I have to use it to pay for my textbooks because I figured out a way. So my boyfriend ended up giving me $80 because that's all he had for cash on him. So I put that as part of oh shoot, sorry, I'm trying not to swear on here for when I get monetized. I don't want to get demonetized. But yeah, so that's where that came from. So I need $860. I did not include the credit in here, so this checking amount will be lower. But I have $65 in credit. So I'm going to put $426 on my Indigo and Silver card because I had that much open balance because I paid off my Indigo card. And then I had $180 in that fund. $40 from Christmas I will take out now, and I will get reimbursed for when I get my grants in February. So I will be able to replenish that in that fund. And then I'm taking some from my car because I'm not due for an oil change yet. And like I said, I'm going to be replacing it. So that'll help. And then 114, which is actually going to be $49. So this is how I decided to pay for my books, and I'm really glad that I have this money so that way I don't have to borrow money. And the only reason I'm putting it on my credit card is because I'm getting reimbursed in my financial aid. I know what I'm getting back for financial aid in February, and then I'm getting a HERF grant on top of that, and so I can just pay that off and replenish these and still be okay. So that's why I'm deciding to do it that way instead of borrowing money from family and from people that I frankly, like, this is the adult way to do it, and this is how I want to do it. I don't want to borrow more money from my parents or from my grandparents when they've already helped me out so much, and I just feel guilty for taking more and asking for more. So this is how I'm doing it for me, and for me feeling like I'm actually doing it myself because I had this money saved and set aside because I've been more diligent about budgeting, and I'm really proud of myself for that. So that's why I'm really glad I paid off my credit card. So that way I can do it still and pay it off. So that's that. And that is all I have for you guys today. We'll put little moon over here. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. And then be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and interact. And I will catch you guys in the next one, which I'll post on Friday. So bye.